Monday, McVeigh, and happy Tuesday. Good morning, boys and girls. Let's get to our birthdays. Happy birthday today to Ian Joseph in our 4th grade. So, boys and girls, if you haven't figured this out, I'm going to be wearing a McVeigh Field Day 2020 shirt in a different color every day because I'm a part of all of your teams. That's right. We're all one big family here at McVeigh. And while we have some jokes to get started with, boys and girls, you know, there's a lot of things going on in our world right now. But what we have to keep thinking about is how one day we're going to be able to make a difference. And we can start today. So that's why we have jokes and things like that in our morning announcements, so we can start our day off in a good way and then pass that on to other people. And then we end with our mighty kind moment of the day for the same reason. So we can keep that positivity flowing because it's all about how we act. That's right. We'll talk more about that. You know that we always do. But let's get on to our jokes. Okay, I love this because this one came from Mr. Marone. Thank you, Mr. Marone. This one, it might be more for you parents. You might be able to get a laugh out of this. You ready? How will you find Will Smith in a snowstorm? Now, boys and girls, Will Smith is an actor that was in a lot of different movies and TV shows. So parents, you might remember this one. You have to look for the Fresh Prince. Get it? So he was considered, he was an actor in a show called The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And so this is a play on sound. So Prince, P-R-I-N-T-S, like shoe prints in the snow, and Prince, P-R-I-N-C-E. That's right. So thank you, Mr. Marone. And then I have a knock-knock joke from Bobby Macharsky. Knock, knock. Who's there? Philip. Philip who? Fill up your water bottle if you're thirsty. Now, that's a very cute joke. And boys and girls, now we're getting into the warmer weather. You always need to be drinking water, but you should be drinking water every 45 minutes or so to keep your brain fresh. And water, not like juices and things like that. Water, super, super good. And when you're out in the hot sun, water is the thing that's best for you. To make your body work the best, you have to stay hydrated, which means to have enough water. If water has something else in it, like sugar, or if it's juice or something like that, it doesn't help your body for 90 minutes. But water, regular water, can help your body right away. So make sure you're drinking all that water that you should be. All right. Now, our riddle. I'm going to let this one go one more day because we only had 2 people figure it out. All right. What runs but never walks? What has a bed but never sleeps? And what has a mouth but never eats? And I'm going to give you the illustration clue. See that? Runs but never walks, bed but never sleeps, mouth but never eats. All right. Moving right along. Where on earth is? So this one is a tough one. The clue is the animal. Can you see the animal? I tried to blow it up for today. Can you see that animal? And what kind of animal it is? Because in this country, like the Netherlands, where Miss O'Keeffe was, they had the Festival of the Tulips. There might be a special event about this animal. This was the other clue. And the color of the water and the stones in the background can help you figure out where this place is by using that monkey. Now, you might remember, I think it was the Cardali sisters who figured out that a country was in Asia, not Africa, based upon the way that the elephant looked, whether it had tusks or not. And so if you look closely at that animal, you can figure out where this could be, especially with the clue I just gave about a special event. All right, let's see if you can figure that out. We'll go somewhere else tomorrow. Now, yesterday we started a cool new addition to our morning announcements. And I showed you this. All right. And I said, okay, what town is this? And you were supposed to see a plane. And the plane says view, so that would be Plainview. So there's a town on Long Island that's not too far from here named Plainview. All right, so now you're going to be finding another town. This one is pretty close to us. And here is the clue. So what does that look like? It's a castle. Yep. And notice the date underneath it. That's 2020. So that's this year. What town is that? See if somebody can figure that out. It's not that far away. Some of them get pretty complicated. And if you want to create your own, you can. And I'll certainly share it with others. But I have 4 pages of those. I only had one, but Ms. Cardali sent me several more. Thank you. All right, now, science. 2 responses. So Olivia Pinkowski got back to me about the Mentos and the soda. Now, in Trey's experiment, the soda erupted, but not as much as he thought it would, because you saw that he ran away, but it didn't shoot up that far that he needed to run away. Well, if you did that experiment with Diet Coke, it would be different. And that's because the ingredients in Diet Coke are slightly different than those in Diet Pepsi. He used Pepsi, as I recall. But yes, it has to do with the carbon dioxide, which is what Emma said, but it also has to do with the texture of the Mentos. And only certain kinds of Mentos, you might remember that Trey used different types of Mentos. It's exactly that. And so Olivia did some research and found that out. Well done, Olivia. And then Emma talked about why the dye went up into the celery. Now remember that the nutrients in the soil travel up into the plants through the roots, and that's how our plants grow. That with that thing we learned about photosynthesis in the sun, and that was pertaining to Sebastian's bean, which I think we'll have an update on tomorrow. Super cool update. But yes, and that's why the water traveled up the celery. It's just the way that would work if it was a plant in the ground. The nutrients would travel up. That's correct. All right. So today we have an experiment by the Yorkin sisters, and they're going to ask for your help at the end. So I'm going to play 2 parts, and then you'll be able to respond to them. Okay. Go ahead.
Hi, I am Katarina, and this is my sister. My name is Nicola. We are going to do a science experiment. So we're going to put the water into the jar of pickled glass. Halfway. We're going to put it about like halfway. Halfway of the jar. I'm going to get more water.
So what's great about this is that Katarina realizes she needs more water, and she needs at least half of it with water.
Okay, and then that's okay.
No.
So she gets a little more,
Now we're gonna put the oil in.
All right, so now Nicole is pouring in the oil.
Now we're gonna stir it.
And they stir it. Now take a look at what's happening there, boys and girls.
Now we're gonna put the lid on and we're gonna shake it. We're gonna put it on so tight.
So Mrs. York is going to shake it.
Now we're going to wait.
Now
And we can already see what's going on. That the oil is on the top, right? And it separates from the oil and the water. And we wanted to know why, if kids can help us, why did that happen?
Now we're gonna add dish soap to it.
Okay. So
We're gonna open the lid.
So they have figured out, they've done this before, and now they're sharing it with you to say, why is this happening? So now they've added the dish soap. That's what they did in part 2. This is part 3 of their video.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Okay, here we go.
And now we put the dish soap, and we wanted to know what will happen with the olive oil, water, and a dish soap.
And looks like the water and the oil kind of mixed in with each other. And this is the dish soap with the bubbles on top. Why did the oil and the water got mixed up? But in the beginning, when we didn't put the dish soap in, it was like the oil was on top and the water was on bottom. Why? Could you figure that out for us? Bye. And why are there soaps since we put the dish soap in there? Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so they're saying, why did that happen? Okay, so we put oil in with the water and it's separated. And we saw this a couple of times with the lava lamps and some other projects earlier. They separated. So the oil was on top, water was on the bottom. This relates to even going back to why Miss Tucker was floating. What about the oil as compared to the water? Why did the oil float? Okay, if you remember going back, what happened there? Okay, but now we add the soap. And they seem to mix. What's happening there? See if somebody can figure that out. Love to know. And now, boys and girls, as always, we end our program with the Mighty Kind moment of the day. So we'll get a drum roll. Da, da, da. All right, here we go. So let me see. I'm going to pick one over here. I had one picked out. Did I bring it over here? Let's see. Oh, I did. Here it is. Kindness starts with one. Kindness starts with one. Yeah. So it takes one person to start something. And then it becomes a chain reaction. So it starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with your brother, your sister, your cousin, your aunt. Starts with one person. And each one of us is that one person. So when you add up all the people at McVeigh, all of them, that come to McVeigh every single day, man, you know, believe it or not, we have over 900 people come to our school every day. Yeah, between teachers and faculty and all the students. Yeah. And then some days over 1,000. Yeah. So imagine 1,000 people all being that one person and doing something kind. That's 1,000 kind things. And imagine that those 1,000 people that have something kind done for them do it to another 1,000 people. That's 2,000 people. Just like that. How cool would that be? Kindness starts with one. We each have to be that one person. Let's do it. And I know you can. You know why? Because you're a mighty mind. Not only that, you're a mighty kind, mighty mind. And every day is a great day to get smart and be kind to both each other and the earth. Let's have a wonderful day.